right, I'm on hole number 8 of the 2020 Community Cup. I'm in Monday's practice round in the rookie division. I posted the shot from earlier today on this hole, and somebody came out and said, great analysis. And so I'm going to give you the same analysis I gave when I was in my first practice round here. So it's hole number 4. So pull out whatever club you want out of your bag, and here's how to get on the green in one. Bring out a big ball. Bring out whatever size ball it takes for whatever club you're bringing out. If you've only got a big topper 4, then you're going to need to bring out a bigger ball. You may need to bring out a 4 power ball. You need to maybe to bring out a 5 power ball. If you don't want to do any overpower here and you have upper clubs, then you're going to, this hole is all ball dependent. Okay, you can use your extra mile, your big topper, your apocalypse, your whatever driver you want to use here. And the deal is that if you bring out the right size ball you can get up there on the green. I mean, that's just how it works. I came at it with an extra mile 8 and a Titan and was just a little past the cup. My opponent came out here with an extra mile, I think it was a level 8, and they had a Katana, and they ended up right past the cup. They were actually closer to the cup than me, but we both went past the cup, but we weren't very far past the cup. I was like 5 yards past, and they were like 3. So, getting your distance right here, what I really want to do, and this is what I'm going to do in this account, is because we absolutely, positively have to get an eagle on this hole if you want to have any shot at winning this tournament. And you need to get an eagle on this hole how many times? Every single time. I'm going to bring out 5 power ball. And I'm going to see if I can get up there without doing any overpower. So in this shot right here, I'm not going to do any overpower. I'm just going to try. I just want to shoot the shot straight forward without any overpower. And I want to take the wind out. And the wind is blowing with us. The wind's blowing down the fairway. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. I don't know that we will get any less than a 2 mile per hour wind. Like when you factor in what the ball will knock it down. And so let's see, this ball knocks it down 2. And this ball knocks it down 2. It's the same exact ball, I believe. 5-1-2, 5-1-2. I'm going to use the present ball because we don't need any side spin here. I'm going to use the present ball instead, and I'm going to save that side spin on that rose ball. So I'm going to use a present ball because the side spin's not really the factor here. And we got wind too. So I'm going to use a present. So let's select that baby. So I'm going to leave, if the wind, I'm going to pick a number. Whatever the wind is today, if the wind is 1.9, then I'm going to leave 1.9 in because I can't believe we'll have any lower wind than that. But if the wind is 3.2, I'm going to leave 1.2 of it in, and I'm going to leave 2 of it in and take 1.2 out. And then I'm going to see where I end up. So if I end up a little bit short, then I may adjust this number. But what I don't, here's the problem with leaving the wind in. Okay, today we get a 1.9 or a 3.2. Let's be realistic and say we get a 3.2. And you leave the wind in and you hit whatever shot it is and it's on the green and you're like, yeah, I'm on the green. That's perfect. I'll just do that shot every time. And then in the opening round, you come out and we got a 4.6 wind. Okay. We got a 1.4 mile an hour wind that we didn't have before. So guess what? You're not going to end up in the same spot. It's going to go farther. And what happens in the weekend round when we have a 5.4 wind? Okay, versus the 3.2. Now you're 2.2 miles an hour, and now you're back off on the backside and you're in the rough. So I like to leave wind in on some of these shots because why wouldn't we want the wind to do some work for us? But I want to pick a number. So, like if I leave 2 in and I go, hey, I was a little short and I had a 3.2 wind, then the next time I come here, I'll leave 3.2 in. And so I want to try and pick the lowest number as the week goes on. Because sometimes what'll happen is maybe today we've got a 5.4 and everybody gets up there and they're on the green and they're like, yeah, I'm on the green, man. It works great. Next time we come out, we have a 4.6 and they're short and they're like, what's the deal? It's the same exact shot. I hit it perfect. It's right. Why didn't it go on there? Because we have a different wind and you're using the wind. So I'm trying to standardize that stuff. So I'm going to use some of the wind, but I want to take some of the wind out. I want however much wind I use to be the same every time. Hopefully that makes sense. I was watching Dale Appleby stream. If Dale's watching this, Dale is laughing his butt off right now because he's like, dude, You have spent 5 minutes talking about that right there. And you could have been out there and shot that shot and already been on the next hole, and you spent 5 minutes talking about that. All right. The only thing you should need here is an extra mile, and I'm taking that 5 pair ball. That's it. And I'm not going to do any overpower. I just want to see where it ends up with an extra mile 9. And yes, there are a lot of people out there that have more games than me that don't have an extra mile 9. You want to know how I got an extra mile 9? I played a ton of Tour 2 and Tour 3 to harvest extra mile cards over the last 2.5 years. Because what is an important club to have in your bag? Okay, who here believes that a Apocalypse 7400 or one of these clubs is better than an extra mile? I'll raise my hand. And man, I may not have to use any wind with a 5 power ball. Hell, I may not even have to use a 5 power ball. Let's go to a 4 power ball, and I'm just going to use, what's a good 4 power ball to use? That's a 3 power ball. I'm going to switch this up. I'm not going to worry too much about epic failing here. So if I run out of time, let's see what I've got some balls for. That's a 4 power ball. I'm going to switch to a 4 power ball and see if I can get it done with a 4 power ball and not burn one of those 5 power balls. Because that looked awesome. I worked super hard to get those extra mile cards, to get my extra mile to level 8. And then over a 2-year period of time of demoing shots and playing in videos and playing lower level rookie tours, I was able to harvest a lot of extra mile cards. So when the day that the club card trading came out, I already had 1,300 extra mile cards and instantly got an extra mile 9. There was only like 3 clubs that I got instantly upgraded, 3 of my rares that I got instantly upgraded to level 9. And my extra mile was one of them because I played in a lot of rookie tournaments and I spent a lot of time working on trying to get extra mile cards in those lower levels. What ball do I have more than 5 of? Got a power 4? Heck no. It's a good power 4 ball here. These power 4s. That's another power 3. I know I got a whole bunch of power 4s here. There's power 4. All right, let's see if that ball works. That's with all of the top spin. Man, that still looks like it's long. I'm going to take out 3-9. So that's 2 rings. Just try and hit it perfect. And I hit it 1 ring great to the right. And I think I have plenty of room on the right-hand side. I'm going to see if that rolls, if that's too much club, or if that puts me pin high. And a 4 power ball is the ball. And I'm going to go through my 4 power ball in inventory. 4 power. Max. Top spin. I don't like how that rolled out there where it scooted across the course, because sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes that will throw you into the sand trap on the backside. So I'm not sure whether I liked that trajectory going in, but I'm definitely going to work that shot with a power 4 ball. If I don't like what I'm seeing with the power 4 ball, and I may switch, just thinking out loud, I may switch that to a power 5 ball, because with a power 5 ball, I can engage some backspin, and you have a lot more control over the ball when you can engage backspin. So I may actually rethink my position there, and hey, good luck in the tournament, and stick with the power 5 ball over the power 4, because then I can engage just a little bit of backspin. I may be able to put 1 or 2 backspin on it. And the deal there is if I take the wind out and I have that 1 or 2 backspin, I'm going to get a very super consistent in spot every single time, as opposed to putting on the max topspin and then letting it roll all the way out. Because when you do the max topspin, you know, it's great when you have these big wide open fairways, but when you're trying to pinpoint on a green and be in a fairly consistent spot, you could get inconsistency in the rollout, as opposed to using a little bit of backspin. So I think I am. Okay, I made some notes. Now I'm going to erase that note, and I'm going to put I'm going to change that to a 5-power ball. 5-power. I'm going to use the present ball. And I like that ball because it doesn't have, I don't need any side spin. And then I'm going to do 2 backspin and see where that puts me, to see if it puts me up there on it. But that's one of those holes where if you get your trajectory right and you get that, once you take that shot 1 or 2 times, we could be talking potential hole-in-one, although the goal is not hole-in-one, the goal is eagle. All right, that was hole number 8. And for you, Dale, that was only 10 minutes and 32 seconds. All right, have a great day, and thanks for watching.